We got some like cute listener recommends.
Oh,
I don't know if you saw it, and I think that was kind of, and we could just share that at the end.
Yeah, of course.
Kind of book club vibey.
Oh, we could.
That's how you become rich. You start a book club.
That's what Reese Witherspoon did. I'm doing that as part of my thesis, TV development. Yeah, I was just going to do podcasting, but fuck that shit. Hello. Hello, Jen.
Hello, welcome to Throwing Drinks with Jen and Maggie. I'm the Jen half.
I'm the Maggie half.
And this is a Housewives podcast, loosely, for comedy fans. Loosely.
I think we should have put loosely in the title.
Yeah, sorta.
It really verged from, like, a last episode was the horniest thing I've ever been part of.
Oh, my God.
The darling Mark Bonanno joined us.
Yeah, I was really surprised by a lot of what happened.
A lot of open book. I actually got a message from my mum saying, listening to the podcast, ha, 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 and I just love her so much, and I think she was just trying to make things cool.
She's like, I think it's beautiful that you went backpacking.
I'm fine with this.
Dude, that was the funniest. Yeah, my boyfriend and I had such a good chat about that afterwards.
The backpacking story.
He's like, Maggie's the funniest bitch ever.
I think, you know what? I've got photos. I'll pop them up. I've got photos of people I have not, like, I was like, no, we're a community. Now we're a community on the beach in Fremantle.
You gotta put those up.
That's
funny as.
I'll put them up. That's the last time I went backpacking. The only and last time I went backpacking. I've never been overseas backpacking.
No, I don't want to do it. I think I just was so uni focused and also so broke. I never went overseas as a young person. And then when I finally went overseas, I'm like, well, I have money now, so I'll be staying in a hotel in my own room. Sorry to brag.
I don't try on clothes anymore. It's the biggest boss move you can have.
Yeah, I don't either. I was doing the thing where you order 2 sizes and then just send back the size that doesn't fit. But I've heard that they don't actually put those back on sale now and they just go to like a waste bin. So now I'm like, that's bad. That's bad.
In fairness, I once ordered a brand new item of clothing from a New Zealand designer and it showed up covered in dog hair. And
What the fuck?
Oh, this has been to someone else first.
Yeah.
Okay,
well, that makes me... we went to my house is what happened.
No, I think my boss move now is like, I think I was trying to, like, I went for coffee with someone that I was trying to impress and I started doing it then and we were just near a clothing store and said, do you want to pop in? And I just started pulling stuff out. Just pulled stuff out, popped it on the counter.
I guess you can kind of roughly know at this point.
Yeah.
I am trying to be good and buy mostly secondhand and a lot of Depop. You don't like secondhand?
I do, but I love how you drop that.
Oh, okay. Well, no,
Well, we all can't afford secondhand, Jen.
Well, no, like look, to me, I think I've gamified it.
Okay.
As in, like, I'm not like being like, oh, I'm only vintage, like blah, blah, blah. But more just like, I need to take these from other people.
Yeah.
So when I'm on Depop, I'm like,
what's Depop?
Like, Depop? Oh, it's a secondhand app. So it's like Instagram.
Oh.
But you can buy stuff off it and you can sell stuff on it too. Like I've sold stuff on it. And it's just a bit, because it's in the layout is so similar to Instagram where you kind of scroll through things, but also you can search by brand or search by size or whatever.
Oh, that's great. Why didn't I know about this?
Oh, mate, you got it. This is what I'm saying. I'm not going into the fucking thrift stores with the fucking TikTok teens being like, I'm on the internet. I'm deep and I do Depop and I do auction sites. Found a pair of Love Moschino shoes that had never been opened. And the retail price when they were selling was $400 and I got them for $12 on an online auction.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Was that on First Dibs or was it?
No, that was on Lawson's Auctions, which is just this auction house near my house.
Oh, I love estate auctions.
Yeah.
The ones where they're usually Gold Coast people who have gone bankrupt.
Oh,
you can get a good lion statue for the outside of your house or some Versace pillows and stuff like that. I love that. There is a great TikTok where it's all about going to estate auctions in the States and where it's literally a junk sale but with good like shit, especially in New York. Like a lot of people, they don't have families
they're
to
just
give stuff
moving
to.
and they're too rich to deal with it. So they like
Yeah.
just put everything on sale.
Yeah.
The Lawsons did a sale and it was Kerry Ann Kennelly's caftans.
Oh, amazing.
And she wrote like a little blurb for every single one. She's like, I wore this caftan in 1998 on the press tour for Mission Impossible. And like the photo is her wearing the caftan with like Tom Cruise. I'm not a Kerry Ann Kennelly fan, but I do love that kind of like personalized memorabilia thing. Like obviously the dream would have been to have gone to Russell Crowe's divorce sale. Did you hear about that?
No.
So when he was divorcing or like had to pay for his divorce, he did a divorce sale at Sotheby's. And it was like all of his costumes from like Gladiator and like Master and Commander and stuff. And he was swanning about the showroom, like just getting absolutely fuck-faced and being like, you should get that to people.
Really?
And I'm so fascinated by that stuff.
His ex-wife, what's her name?
Danielle Spencer.
So her dad is Don Spencer.
Yeah, the
children's performer. And he, long time ago, so he was Adelaide based and that's where I grew up for a bit. And I remember he was either dating or good friends with one of my mum's friends. And so it was like the first time I got some hot backstage tickets to a show would be Don Spencer.
That'd be the hottest ticket in town.
I remember he picked me up for a hug one time and it was just from my memory, just a really, really lovely person. But to have that weird link to jump from that to...
You're 2 steps removed from Russell Crowe.
I reckon me and Russell will get along. I'm a big fan of Russell Crowe. Everything he does. Even Les Mis. His Les Mis. That Stars by Russell Crowe is one of the funniest things you can ever hear.
I
Stars. It's like you can hit the note.
I don't know any of the words.
You see people behind the camera going, come on, Russ, just keep going. Just keep going. Come on, we've only got one.
Apparently the shows he did recently, so he was on tour in Australia recently.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently the shows were lit. Like people were saying they were genuinely so fun. I wanted to go to Hate Watch, but mercifully I had work on the Sydney dates.
Yeah.
But my friend went and he was like, it was genuinely amazing.
I reckon it'd be really fun.
The RZA came out on some shows. Rita Ora came out on some shows. I'm like, okay, yeah, like even if you're not the biggest fan of like Russell Crowe's music, it's still a vibe.
Yeah, exactly. I couldn't tell you he's kind of like blues and stuff, doesn't he? Like, or
guess
is it jazz?
So. Yeah, I think it's
like
kind of rocky something.
Blues. Well, I read that he's kind of stepping away from acting, but I think everyone went, I thought you did. What's already happened?
Yeah.
That's all right, Rusty. We love you. If he's listening, love to have you on the pod.
Come on the pod. He loves Australian comedy.
Really?
He like follows it. Yeah. Do you remember he like retweeted Jess Perkins on Twitter once and it was the video of her. Jess Perkins, an amazing Australian comedian who you may know from Triple J's Simply the Jest.
Yeah, and great stand-up as well.
Go On pod.
Yeah, she's awesome.
She posted a video of her right after she got her wisdom teeth out. And it was, and she's nutso on like anesthetic. Anyway, Russell Crowe retweeted it being like, this is so fucking funny. And everyone was like, what the hell? Like, where'd she come from?
I know my another friend of the pod, the amazing writer Jack Druce, just follows everything. So I get a lot of Russell Crowe updates and things like that. I worked as a booking producer for a while on a TV show. And it was like 23 weeks and 23 weeks of trying to get Russell on the show. But I was like, this is going to be, he didn't end up doing it. But I was like, this is worth 23 weeks of communications with his people just so I can meet Russell Crowe.
Yeah.
Isn't he a New Zealander?
Yeah. Moved to Sydney when he was like 25 or something.
Okay. So that's old enough to still be New Zealand.
Australian.
Naturalised, a bit like Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
I feel like Australia's pushed Mel Gibson out and tried to remind the world that we have Russell Crowe. It's like, yeah, we did that. But he's Russell. But remember Rusty? We got Rusty.
We love Chris Hemsworth. We have the Hemsworths. Don't worry about Mel Gibson.
I think one of my favourite lines from Kath and Kim was when Kim said something and Kath goes, put the phone down, Russell. That is just...
Fuck.
I rewatched that recently and that is one of the, still holds up so well, one of the funniest TV series Australia's ever produced. Like,
I need to go back in.
It's so good. It's so well written. And you just really don't get character comedy, narrative comedy anymore in Australia. Like you really don't. Like that kind of character, that kind of absurdist character. Like everything's kind of workplace based or, you know, kind of light friendship based and stuff like that.
Very naturalistic.
Naturalistic, even if it's a bit quirky. And just like I think the closest that came is Anne Edmonds' Edge of the Bush, which is just, in my perspective, like one of the best TV shows we've had.
And kind of the Kates, I guess.
Yeah,
that was kind of like character. Yeah.
And get cracking and stuff.
Specifically.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, there's something about Kath and Kim. And the fact that like, I don't know if you could make it now. I think people would just be like, it was pre-social media, so you don't get that immediate negative feedback. And it gave, and the ABC gave it breadth. So it meant that they had time to build character, which whatever was good, build storylines. So people got really invested. And it feels like that doesn't really happen anymore. There's not as much opportunity for something like that. And like I said, Edge of the Bush, that was just, if you haven't watched it, would it be on iView? Not sure.
I assume so. It'd be somewhere.
Yeah. It's an Anne Edmonds.
Netflix or something.
Netflix,
like
yeah. Australian character comedy, and it was produced a couple of years ago, and it's brilliant.
I'm just
do yourself a favour.
Do yourself a favour. Take the time.
Yeah.
I'm just such a fan of Jane. What's her name? Jane. From Kath and Kim.
Jane Turner.
Yeah, Jane Turner. Gina Riley, obviously, as well. Jane Turner. But she just, because I think about Big Girls Blouse, which is like something that I didn't grow up with, but found later on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's insane that there was an all-female comedy show, essentially.
Oh, it's
and
so
like,
before its
back
time.
Back in the 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I think the way people talk about comedy now, it's like, it's all girls. And so then instantly people are like, well, fuck this and fuck you and your woke agenda. But it's like, Big Girls Blouse was just like Magda Zubanski, Gina Riley, Jane Turner being able to like explore their comedic roots and like build a career, which then turned into Kath and Kim. And
Like, and it wasn't where this is a show about women. It was just women doing comedy, and that's what I love. That sketch they did, was it Big Girls Blouse, where they just did fake vox pops, which is when you go up to someone in the street and ask them who would they ravage and devastate or something like that, and everyone answers Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny. We'll put that up again. It's just a classic comedy sketch, and they run around Melbourne in the 90s playing all these different characters, and it's just the zeitgeist of the time where Michael Douglas is just like the hottest
guy, Timothy Chalamet of yesteryear.
Like, he seems like a good bloke.
While we're on recce's, we had some listeners DM us with some recce's. And so maybe we should share them while we're on the list. So let me pull up the Instagram. If you want to like recommend stuff you reckon is good and whatever, happy to share it. Yeah. As long as it's not pornographic.
I mean,
we had enough of that last episode.
Last time was a bit cheeky.
Bit cheeky, bit rude.
I love people hitting us up.
Yeah.
It's good because it's such a big universe, Housewives. It's really hard to, and it's always changing, and there's so many series and things are happening in each one. If you see something or hear something, say something. What's the word? Don't be alert, be alarmed.
Say something.
Yeah, say something.
Well, first of all, shout out to Alexandra on our Instagram DMs who reminded us that the Southern Charm trailer came out for the new season. So excited to see that. Are you a Southern Charm girl?
I am a Southern Charm girl, and that was that. I tapped into that from pure boredom. And it was a weird one to start with, but it's just legitimately a Southern version of Vanderpump Rules.
Okay, cool. I have not watched it yet.
Yeah, if you want to,
but I got to Vanderpump late too, I would say.
Yeah, so it's like there's no offshoot of any like current series. It's a standalone, but it's weird because it's like produced by one of the cast members. So he called Whitney, and he's like an older playboy. And
he produces it.
He produces it and is in it.
That's crazy.
He's just kind of dumped in. He always kind of looks good. But
I love that.
It's just following rich fuckboys around. But the best character in it is, I think you'd love, is her name is Miss Patricia, and she's fascinating. She's like old school Southern/New York matriarch socialite who with many ex-husbands who's absolutely rotten rich.
Sold.
And so she kind of plays the Vanderpump character. So they go around for dinner and like she's kind of like, it's good. It's a similar balance. But if you're bored, read her Wikipedia page. It's wild. Wild watch it. And so her son is a producer. So basically these people, similar to Vanderpump, they don't need to do this. They don't really need to do this. You know,
it's like a little vanity project.
It's a little vanity project, but it kind of exploded. And there was like some really intense seasons where of a couple who one guy who used to be not a senator but in politics who was quite disgraced and things get worse. But yeah, I'm up for the new season. It's good. I reckon it's even spicier than Vanderpump.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
that's good sizzle. That's good
great
sizzle.
Tip. Thank you for reminding us about that.
Yeah. Also this is from Edwina, who is enjoying the podcast. Thank you, Edwina.
Thank you, Edwina.
And she's relatively new to Housewives universe this year, but listened to a podcast with Chica. Listen to a podcast with Chica from Real Housewives of Melbourne, of course, talking about her background, a bit about her experience on the show and her relationships with the other women. It's good if you don't really know much about her. And she said it was interesting and she thought she'd share it with us. So it's the podcast is called A Life of Greatness and Chica's on the latest episode. So check that out.
If Chica's listening,
come on the pod, babe.
Come on the pod, babe. So Chica is like from Real Housewives of Melbourne. And I think she only did 2 seasons, but she is full class and amazing.
I love her.
I love
even
every
when
part.
she
I love her
popped up
family.
in the last season too.
She's just like, she's so smart and cool. And I've seen her once IRL. It was in South Yarra. That sounds weird, but I was like, that's Chica. She's quite tall. Or she had big heels on.
You mentioned that previously. You drove past.
No, I drove past them filming.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So I just saw her in the wild.
That's cool.
And honestly, this is how much of a loser I am, but I don't think it's loser as well because her company is one of the biggest event planning companies. And they own like a lot of venues. And when we were getting married, I was like, we have to go to a Chica venue.
Oh, my God.
And we went there and they were amazing and lovely. But then lockdown happened. And so, yeah, they were definitely – I just want – if Chica's listening, she was top of the list. Top of the list. And I even went to the woman who was helping us who was really nice. Will Chica be involved? And she's like, she's involved in everything.
Oh, my God. Like, okay, first of all, we need to get Chica on the pod just so she could tell us the alternate universe version of your wedding where she produces it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the wedding was great.
Amazing. I'm not saying the wedding could have been better.
No,
I'm just saying
but
there's
it would
an
have been
alternate universe
they would
where
have had
she produced your wedding and lockdown didn't happen.
They would have had lemons in a bowl. Ugh. It would have just been like walking into a home and garden spread.
I think she's just, I mean, I'm really keen to listen to this pod. I just like her because she's just no nonsense.
No, but she seems really kind.
Yeah.
You know? Like she seems like a really nice person. And it's rare that someone's navigated that field coming out still looking like, usually people go in as the good guy and gradually, when you get a new job, you get a new job and it's always the really nice person. The really nice person, and I've I go in knowing this, and then you got the really nice person, and then you got the person who's an absolute cunt, and
the cunt's always going to be the one that you.
The cunt's the good guy, because you're like, oh, that's the person who says it like it is. Where the really nice one, you find out. You know, I always end up, going, oh, I actually really like that. And that really nice one.
What's the difference between nice and kind? Because kindness is a choice. Niceness is a mask you wear.
Oh,
don't you reckon?
Jen.
Dropping knowledge, dropping facts on the podcast.
I forgot to start the backup one, so I'm going to start from now.
All right.
Remember when I was told whatever you do, don't forget to start that? Remember where I was told that?
I don't remember that. But I was also faffing about with my own setup.
I don't know what's going on.
That's all right.
I think now this one's recording.
Yeah, well that's good.
Just for the listeners at home,
that's the most thing.
We both look good.
Yeah,
I'm so happy with this lighting. I feel like I'm back to normal.
I need to figure out my fucking life because I can't do this. I was in such a tears. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Why were you in tears
this morning? I live in a 1-bedroom apartment with my boyfriend, and it's just, I love him so much. He's the best boyfriend in the whole world. I can't.
Yeah, Nate's lovely.
Can't fucking do my pod in the middle of the lounge room anymore. I just can't do it. I shan't do it.
What are we going to do?
Maybe
we could go out in the wild.
I don't want to talk about this on the pod.
We could get Qantas as a sponsor and get you down.
Yes. Qantas, please sponsor it.
If Qantas is listening, I know you're having trouble. I reckon we could be the solution.
We'd be the reputation rescue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a great show as well. Going back to shows. I love that show.
Yeah. Should we get into the show that we're here to talk about?
Yeah. Housewives of New York.
Real Housewives of New York, episode 4.
It's always going to be the same episode as we're doing.
Yes.
So don't like that if that's helpful. But yeah,
I appreciate that. Episode 4, Brynn's Giving.
Brynn's Giving.
They've returned from the girls' trip to the Hamptons at Erin's house. They've returned. The fallout from Jessel being kind of moody and mean to everyone there. The girls have kind of turned a bit, but Jenna Lyons has reached out to Jessel to kind of bury the hatchet a bit, whereas Erin, I think, is still digesting it. We also get to see a scene with Uba where she talks about losing her mother about 10 years ago and how lonely she feels. And we also learn more about Brynn being a mixed race person and not really having any connection with her parents, and how the holidays are coming up and that's a really hard time. So Sai decides to throw a Brynn's Giving for her. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah.
What do we feel? What is your initial vibes from this episode?
I have to say I think it worked quite well on me because I wasn't really sure what to make of Brynn, and getting to the way that she was presented and getting to know her. I thought it was really lovely.
Yeah.
I've really warmed to her. Like I just feel like I didn't know where she was coming from the whole time, like her vibe. And a lot of it like was explained, you know, like, and I think she was presented really well. I walked away from that going, I really like Brynn. Yeah. I didn't know her background, and a lot of this is like, do you know what I mean? Like she kind of came in hot, and this was what she does and this is how she deals with it without any explanation. So I think it was really, really smart TV to leave that a few in. So it's like, this is what she's like, but also it's not an explanation of who she is. It's just where she comes from and like kind of how she navigates things. And I thought that was really good.
Yeah.
But you know what I did love? I loved going back a jump, Jenna Lyons coming down for breakfast covered in diamonds. Jenna.
Once again, the chicest
the chicest woman alive.
I'm loving the show. I mean, we've kind of been a bit mixed with our reviews of the show so far. I think that's fair to say. But Jenna Lyons carries it every single episode. Like, I'm always excited to see what Jenna's wearing. I'm always excited to see what she says. She called out someone in this episode as well. I can't remember what she did.
Was it the hags?
Yeah. When she was Kashmir, when she was shopping with Jessel and they were trying stuff on.
Oh, yeah. No, I've lost the memory as well. It was just a side comment like that.
It was like a little comment was like, I love it.
Yeah.
We've talked previously about how we think Real Housewives, this season of Real Housewives of New York, is about authenticity. And I think you're so right about Brynn, that this episode we finally got to see where she was coming from a bit. I think she dropped the shtick a bit.
Yeah,
which I
think
like.
too. Yeah. Or maybe there was no shtick all along, and because we didn't know who she actually was, it felt like a bit false.
Sticky. Well,
what's interesting to me, and like we talked about this in the first podcast, is how we felt like it was like, what? We don't even know about that dinner party. Remember when they launched? And I don't think we talked about, but there was another housewife.
Yeah.
And her name is, insert name here. And she left because it wasn't right for her, and she felt she was getting some pretty awful racial vilification for being Jewish. Which, man, step away. Don't put up with that shit. That's what's happening to your family. But I think, and what I think is clear is like that they had shot scenes, and I think the things they were referring to, like walking around from the dinner party, all of that stuff she was involved in. Therefore, that's why we felt, it was a clunky stuff.
Or something.
Yeah. And I reckon I wonder if it would have been a better decision for the launch to just address that at the start. Just be like a pretext and just be like, this is what happened with production. Therefore, we aren't able to show you this scene. Therefore, I think it would have been a smoother entry. I felt it's weird that they went, oh, we'll just cut it. And that people, I mean, we did pick up on what went wrong, but it was a weird start. But now I think it's episode 4. This is what we were talking about. Like they're getting comfortable with each other.
Yeah.
Things are letting slip, you know, like they're getting comfortable around the cameras as well. I think the cackling hags thing.
Yeah. That's
like,
funny. I think Jenna's maybe misrepresented it a bit and then the girls have taken it
but that
a bit
is
wrong.
That is a key building strategy in a Housewives game.
Housewives. Yeah, of course.
It's the game of telephone. Yeah.
And then the interview to camera where she's like, I wasn't trying to start shit. Of course you were, babe.
She gives no shits, Jenna Lyons. She doesn't need this.
Yeah.
Everyone loves her. Go in there. Have fun. Stir
Mix
the
it
pot.
up.
Go for it. More.
I will say, back on the Brynn thing for a second. It was really interesting seeing how, because I've said before, I wasn't really about her whole thing being like, I'm horny. I'm trying to fuck. But now that we kind of know that like she was abandoned as a very young age.
Yeah.
Like it's probably overly simplistic to say, but she's clearly looking for the love that she was missing. She's looking for stability. Yeah. She's looking to create her own, chosen family, perhaps not in the same way that queer people use that term, but more in like she's looking for friendship and she's looking for stability and she's looking for love in a meaningful way. And maybe that expresses itself as like sexual or romantic, but maybe the real family she needed was the Housewives.
Oh, imagine that.
I hope not. That would be dark.
I completely agree. I think it paints a new picture of Brynn.
Yeah.
It's like, mate, I never had that stability. So you're constantly searching, and also like if you love sex at the same time, which is fine. Do you do you?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It's fine, I guess.
It's fine. You get to your mid-30s and you're like,
No, yeah. Look, as I've said, I've been a Brynn. I've been on the hunt.
I always fucked it up. I think I thought I was. I remember actually chasing after a man saying, why don't you like me?
Oh, I've done that. I've done it all.
They're going to change their mind. Why? They're not going to change their mind. You think in your 20s, you actually think in like late teens, you're in some kind of rom-com.
Yeah.
That's in my head. Like I'd watched too many. I'd forgotten People are People. You think you're constantly in a rom-com. So screaming at a man, why don't you just love me? Great. Film, good. Real life, bad.
I saw this TikTok that was like marriages, the most successful relationships are when one party loves the other one more than the other person, right? But the most successful iteration of it is when the man, and this is in hetero relationships obviously, is when the man loves the woman slightly more than the woman loves the man. Because the man will then do everything they need to do and change what they need to change and do the actions they need to enact to make sure that the relationship is a success. Whereas with a woman being more in love with a man, they'll do everything they need to do and change and or whatever, but they'll become burnt out. And the man will never meet them halfway.
Yeah.
No one ever meets halfway.
No.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, do I love Ben more than, I don't know. We'll chat about it, Savo.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out before the next podcast.
Listen to the pod then. Go home to your loved one and ask them which one loves the other one more.
Yeah. That's good. That's a good start to an evening.
Yeah. No, that sounds really grim. I'm not saying that if it's not like that, it won't. It's just a TikTok that I saw and I just thought it was interesting.
Oh, here we go. Are you one of those people? I'm one of those people that now says, I read somewhere, but didn't.
It's TikTok. I saw a 30-second TikTok by some random person who I don't know anything about their qualification to say this thing, but it resonated with my very limited experience, so therefore I think it's true.
The only thing I read is the New York Times because it just sounds so good. When I say, I actually saw in the New York Times, everyone's like, oh, she reads, one thing, which is the New York Times.
Yeah.
And I am not proud enough to say that I might skim it.
Skim the New York Times?
Yeah.
They're long articles. They're very long articles.
Yeah.
Look.
I used to listen to their podcast, The Daily, which is brilliant. Then it was very, very Middle East heavy.
Yeah.
And I got really into it, and which is good. But also, like, I was writing questions on a quiz show, like one of my writer jobs. And I think it was just seeping in. The host was like, why are we constantly asking questions about Syria?
Yeah.
On a light entertainment show.
Why so serious? You know?
Why so serious?
I'm going to jail for that one, but
no, it's all right.
Loving Jenna Lyons as always. Loving this new side of Brynn we're seeing. And I feel sad for Uber, like the whole conversation about her mother and her feeling of loneliness. But I found it very relatable as well.
I'm loving
there's
Uber.
I really like what I'm seeing. I feel
Can we get some of her hot sauce? I want to try it.
Yes.
And it's so true. It's like when you at the moment I'm eating lean. Just dropping that in there.
Yeah. Looking
and
skinny.
Hot sauce. I'm still on my wellness journey. And I think the hot sauce is a great idea to punch. It's just a smart business move.
It really is.
I would love to try Uber Hot. Is that what it's called? Uber Hot?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, Uber Hot.
Yeah.
Let's get some.
Yeah.
You know what I do have that we never used? Jenna Lyons. The lashes.
Let's do it.
Jenna Lyons lashes. I own them. I went into the Mecca and they were very nice. And I was going to buy them all. I was like, because I want to see which one it is. And they only had one left. Very popular.
Interesting.
But
should we wear them we're both going to a wedding. I'm going to 3 weddings in a month. It's too much.
I've got 3 comedy weddings this semester. I know. They're going to be great. They're going to be all very different. I'm very excited about them. Which the good thing about a good comedy wedding is that you can really have fun with your outfits, I reckon. Because it's an eclectic group of people.
I also like seeing the male comics we know actually dress up for something.
Oh, yeah. They always look like surprisingly gorgeous.
Yeah. And I'm like, you should wear this all the time.
Just do it all the time, dude. I mean, like there's some that do that look great. Here's one. David Quirk. Great sense of fashion. Always looks amazing. Yeah. Alexi Toliopoulos,
always
amazing sense of fashion. And there's
a unique sense of fashion. It's not stuff like both of them. I would say you're not just seeing them in the same blue suit that everyone else is wearing. No. They both have a very good sense of what looks good on them.
Our good friend Mark Bonanno, great sense of fashion. Always looks fantastic.
In fact, someone messaged me after they saw the video of last episode and was like, wow, Mark looks really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does. He's got he's a stylish boy. He's a style boy. He's a fashion boy.
He is a style boy. I just think men should feel comfortable adorning themselves.
Do you know what?
It doesn't take away from your masculinity.
No, I don't get it. Or it might be one of those things that they don't on purpose. So when they do, they cop like heaps of compliments.
That's true. They set the bar low.
Yeah, set the bar. I used to do that.
Lisa bar low.
Set it low, and then when you put makeup on, people go, oh. You know, one time I didn't wear, like I wear makeup when I go to work, and I didn't on a Zoom call. And the host of the TV show thought I had put a filter on to look very bad. Yeah.
That's so rude.
It's so rough. And I was like, well, I've learned my lesson.
Have the Zoom presets on makeup. So you can go into your Zoom presets and put like, I want my eyebrows to look a bit thicker. I want my skin to be smoother. Yeah. I think it's called like beta functions or something. I'll take you through it. But yeah, and then you can put a little bit of lip color on you, because I started like rotting away during the pandemic. So I was like, I just need a baseline, like a safety net in case I'm not showing up the way I want to show up on these Zooms. So Erin, I was warming to, and I feel like they were kind of positioning her as a second main character to Jenna.
Yeah, she was kind of getting positioned as
the narrator, perhaps.
Narrator, the Bethany, the point of voice of reason a bit, like it was not. Yeah, continue.
Trump supporter?
Not just one Trump supporter.
Trump after January 6th supporter. So allegedly she donated to a January 6th defense, like legal defense fund. And people on the internet have been confronting her about it and being like, yo, like, how can you be doing this? And allegedly, I haven't seen it. I'm saying this because, like, people on TikTok have been saying this, and I've seen a few different people on TikTok say this, but I haven't actually seen her do this. So I'm saying allegedly. Allegedly, she's been replying to people commenting on her post being like, yo, what's up with supporting Trump? And her being like, I'll DM you to explain. And then we'll DM them and be like, you know, many people were tricked into donating for Trump and supporting Trump. And as an Israeli woman, as a Jewish woman, he was one of the few people that I saw defending Israel, and that's why I gave money. So look, I don't know, man.
This is how I see it. What we've learned in the last episode is she has deep family roots in the New York real estate.
Yeah. So, of course, she's going to come across the Trumps.
Yeah. So, obviously, they've had what I'm assuming is that quite a lot of dealings with the Trumps, and whatever the Trumps are doing could have potentially been benefiting them professionally in, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like it could have been a, you know, they could be working together on projects that are not political, and so it benefits her for him to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not American.
I'm not an American either.
My husband's
myself.
American. I'm not American. I'm not American.
I just think by January 6th, there's no question of where his politics are at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's no question mark about, like, what he stands for.
So was it actually after January 6th the donations are done?
Yeah, it was a January 6th legal defense fund. Like, for people who were being arrested on terrorism charges.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Do you remember when that happened? That was wild.
That was really wild.
It was really wild. Like, that was
bit crook in my mind.
Imagine if that happened in Australia.
Yeah.
I mean, don't never say never.
Yeah,
would you join in?
Would I join in? No.
If it was for a good cause, though.
I've been to protests. I just don't think I would be threatening to murder people inside the government building.
You wouldn't storm Canberra if they were like, we're banning cheese.
Ooh. No, I wouldn't threaten to kill anyone over banning cheese. Me personally, just speaking for myself, I don't know about you, Maggie, but I personally wouldn't be threatening, you know, government employees with death. But you know, that's just how I choose to live my life.
I saw a clip the other day of some woman trying to sell cheese in a farmer's market, and this vegan activist just standing next to her topless, painted as a cow, screaming, "Cows are raped." And everyone just kept sampling the cheese.
That's very funny. Look, both can be true. Cows might be raped, and
cheese is good.
And cheese is also unfortunately good. There must be a way that we can.
I don't want to get vegans offside, but that was funny.
Yeah.
I was like, why are you targeting a farmer's market?
I used to date this guy in my 20s, and he was a vegetarian. And his mum was an incredible feminist writer, and a lot of her writing was about how veganism is a form of feminism because so many female animals are mistreated or separated from their basically that how I'm absolutely oversimplifying her work, but how a woman's or a female animal's ability to procreate becomes weaponized by capitalism. And enforces a patriarchy that is only detrimental to both female animals and like animal cruelty and also women in general, because we are reduced to our ability to procreate. And I thought it was really interesting, and I loved talking to this woman. I didn't necessarily agree with everything she said, but I loved talking to this woman. But her son was the biggest piece of shit ever. So like he would just he was like, that's all so disrespectful to women. Like, she's this incredible feminist academic, and he would just be like, "Mom, where's my clothes? Why haven't you washed them?" And just like such a piece of shit. Second of all, he was like, "I'm vegetarian. You can't even cook meat in the same house as me. If I'm over, you can't cook meat." And I was like, "Of course, yeah, no worries." But he did a lot of coke.
Okay.
And I was like, sorry, you care about animals animal cruelty, but you don't care that like coke is one of the cruelest drug trades in the world, and there's like lots of child slavery involved, but it's like brown children, so you don't care. I'm getting on my soapbox.
Wow.
But anyway, I just kind of loved it. And like I remember he and I broke up because I was planning a trip for us to go to Japan, and he was like, I don't want to go to Japan because I don't like how they treat whales. And then we broke up, and then he went to Japan.
He went to Japan?
Yeah.
Man, that's like saying I don't want to go to Australia because they cull. No, I don't know. I don't even know what a comparison is. You know what? He sounds like a dick.
Oh, he's an absolute massive dick. But it was one of those, it was actually kind of amazing because I bumped into the girlfriend he had after me.
Mm-hmm.
And she approached me in a pub and she was like, hey, I'm blah blah. I dated blah blah after you. And I was all like, oh. And she's like, I'm not with him anymore. I'm like, oh, okay. How was that? And she was like, he wouldn't stop talking about you. And he would be like resentful. She's like first of all, beautiful woman. Stunning, tall, like lovely, kind teacher. And she was like, he would always have a go at me because I wasn't as ambitious as you. I'm like, what is wrong with this man? He's like surrounded by incredible women, but nothing was ever good. Anyway, I'm getting so personal, but
That's
whatever.
fine.
That's fine. We can cut it if it's not good.
No, leave it in. I've been part of the X Club before. I've had someone contact me afterwards and say, oh, she's legitimately. I was the one that came after, though. It was the other way around.
Right.
And she contacted me afterwards. Not contact, I think we just were kind of like in a group conversation. And she was nothing but gracious and just absolutely, forthcoming, saying we've both been through psychotic situations, but I want to.
Yeah.
She was misrepresented in the relationship I was in, be it brief.
Of course. Yeah.
And then I went, oh man, this chick's fucking awesome. And we're still good mates. Yeah. And I was just like, he's got a type.
Yeah. And it's awesome women.
It's awesome women that don't stick around.
That was the other thing I really liked about meeting this girl. I was like, oh, you're sick. Oh, it was never us.
No.
We were never the problem. It was absolutely this dude.
Yeah. It's a badge of honor. It's nothing that it's like, I don't know, these dicks pit women against each other for their own shortcomings. And it was years ago though, but we're still mates. And she's moved on and had a beautiful family. And yeah, it was a good news story from our behalf, but I don't know. I hear he's
sucks like to suck, I guess.
Twice divorced. Yeah, twice divorced. Nothing wrong with being twice divorced, but
but also to fumble not one but two beautiful women.
Yeah, and we're not even the divorcees, so kind of churning through it all. Can we talk about? I sent you that clip.
Which one?
Now, I just want to say that this podcast, I'm speaking for Jen now, even though I haven't discussed it. We will be focusing heavily on Beverly Hills when it comes out. I don't think that's an unspoken thing, but I think that's happening, right?
Yeah. We're going with Real Housewives of New York at the moment because it's the one that's on. Yeah.
Even though Atlanta's on?
Yeah.
Atlanta, I've been watching it. Pretty messy stuff.
Really?
Pretty boring. Yeah, petty and boring. Great characters. The storyline is not strong. It's about a girl kissing a girl and whether or not they did kiss girls. And I love Candy in it. She's like a mogul. She's the longest running housewife ever, Candy Burgess. She wrote No Scrubs for TLC.
Amazing.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's good, but I don't know, man. Ever since Nene left, it's not been the same. And then Cynthia left. So it's kind of flapping around a little bit.
Yeah.
But hopefully when Beverly Hills happened. But this is Beverly Hills news. There is a video clip. I don't know if it's out yet. Okay, so there's been all of that weird suspicion about her and Kyle Richards and a musician called like a
Morgan
young
Wade.
Morgan Wade. It's just a weird.
Who has the funniest little hillbilly voice, I've got to say. She's like, I can't believe that someone from Beverly Hills would ever listen to my music.
The whole thing's very strange. And
so funny. I feel like it's like a G-Flip Chriselle from Selling Sunset situation.
100%. Like, and, you know, let's top it off with a third. I'd love to see this happen to a third. It's all very strange. So obviously Kyle has a fractured relationship right now with her husband, like some stuff. She's weirdly really united with this very young female country singer, not in the same state. They hang out. They've like, there's a lot of paparazzi photos of them hanging around in Tennessee. Kyle's lost a lot of weight. She's not really weight, but she's toned up, using the same trainer as this singer as well. It's all just, it's just weird. It's not weird, but it's all kind of presents like a strange like narrative that no one's really sure what's going on. But recently, the last 2 days, they've come out with I don't know if the video clip's out, but the teaser clip was out, and it's like Kyle Richards and Morgan Wade. Kyle's going to be featured in one of Morgan's video clips, and they're poking fun at the trolls and what everything's saying. So they've done a video clip where I guessing
Kyle's the romantic interest.
Yeah,
for Morgan
she's playing
Wade.
this kind of like Mrs. Robinson kind of character for Morgan Wade, and they're pretending they're in love or something like that. I haven't seen the clip. But in the actual interview, they just keep saying, this is so hilarious. We thought it was so funny, you know, like, you know.
So like insulting, you know.
I think of it insulting to Mauricio slightly. Like, do you know, like there's all these people saying we're having an affair, so we're going to play into it. It's just like, well, hang on a second, like what's going on here? But like even in the clip, there was to me what felt like sexual tension slightly between the two of them.
Do you know what's interesting? I thought in the interview where they're like, we decided to play with it a bit, I thought there was no chemistry, honestly.
Or they could be trying hard not to have it.
Yeah, that's true.
And to be pushing it the other way around.
I just feel
it's a weird hangout.
I'm exhausted by it.
I reckon
at its very best, if we take what Kyle says on at face value, that they're just friends and they're just having fun with it, it's kind of queer baity. Like it's kind of Kyle being like, oh, imagine if I was a lesbian, wouldn't that be crazy? And it's like, not really. Fucking over in New York, Jenna Lyon's just a lesbian. It's not like a big fucking ooh.
Yeah.
But
and
like if it's not on face value, then it is kind of gross and disingenuous and like,
yeah,
just be out. I mean, whatever. People come out in their own time, whatever. But it's just kind of, I don't know.
I can see what you mean. I mean, like I'm not queer, and I feel like it's a move that could have happened like 5 years ago. But now, like you're like, it's not abnormal. Like it's not a weird thing in the dish, no. And also, it's like Bravo, man. It's like run by the queers. It's like the biggest fucking.
Your audience is queer, like
it's like this isn't like a. But I feel like also we've kind of grown up as viewers watching Kyle. She's been on the show like would have been over 10 years, like from the first episode. And she's been such a good character. She's given, from what my perspective, so much of her life to the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's always had all of her kids involved, her husband involved, their business involved.
Her sister.
All of her relationships. She's just like everything. Do you know what I mean? To the show from like what we believe. So I feel like now there's something that hasn't been, everyone's just used to Kyle just like putting it all on the table. Now there's something that hasn't been said that's a mystery.
Yeah.
That's when people are like, whoa, what? And so whether it's true or not, I don't think there's anything wrong with if you have that relationship with your partner, that you have another partner. I like, you know, whatever works for you and stuff like that. But to play into it being like, oh, we're just going to tease a lesbian relationship that's not really there, or maybe it's on the precipice of being there, you know?
Yeah.
But it has such like even Morgan like has really similar attributes to G Flip. Like when they talk, like their inflection, even though she's like Southern, I mean, like from my perspective, like I don't know a lot about music, but like, I mean, G Flip's rock and Morgan Wade's country, but they're solo artists. They're very strong queer voices and representation. And then you've got like these super femme like older women who have taken an interest in them. And you
I love a late in life lesbian. I love it when you like that's my favorite. When they just kind of their kids grow up and they realize that they like girls. I'm like, yeah, that's sick. Like, I love that. And again, like, everyone's journey is their own journey, whatever. But I just think there's something kind of yucky about how they're playing it. Yeah. It's either for publicity for the new season, or it's like to try and distract from her divorce, or it is a real queer awakening. But like, you can't just be like, yeah, I'm figuring stuff out right now. I don't have a definition.
Yeah.
There's truly space enough now for all of that. But to just kind of, I don't know, that I just find it a bit distasteful.
Kyle's never denied it. I have not seen any interview. There may be, and send us in, but
I've just seen they say like they're friends. Yeah. She's still with Mauricio, but who knows what friends are?
Yeah, exactly.
Friends with Benny's?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very strange. And look, the video clips, the photos of her and
Morgan sitting on her lap and stuff.
Yeah, and also like at that Kim Richards was Whitney or one of her daughter's weddings, how that like there was just no photos of her and Mauricio in the same frame.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. I think it's massive tease. I think what Bravo's done is gone, look what we did with Scandival.
Worked. So we'll find it again with this one.
How are we going to do that with every season? And like also worked with, I mean, like Erica, fuck me.
Yeah.
With the Girardi law case and stuff like that. That is a classic Ozempic. I don't know if you've seen her. And I think she hasn't.
Oh, did you see that clip from Watch What Happens Live where Andy says, like, you know, you've changed. You're looking very different. And she's like, oh, it's menopause. And what's her name? Hoffman is sitting next to her. And she's like, who loses weight during menopause? Like, just
isn't it the other way around?
She's like, yeah, I lost the weight hormonally, which is like, yeah, Ozempic is hormonal. Yeah. So that is
so
true.
She's not lying. Yeah.
Just be truthful about the Zempies. That's all I'm saying. Again.
Yeah, I'm not against it.
I'm not judging. There's this idea that weight loss has to be like painful and like some kind of like you've got a sin or something. Like you're getting rid of your sins by working hard and like depriving yourself. It's like, look, if you took Zempies and you got thin, that's fine. I don't fucking judge you for that.
My thing is that I think you have to be in a position of being very unwell from your weight for it to be justified slightly. At this stage, any second now it's going to be over the counter, right?
Yeah.
And it's not going to impact other people. And in Australia, I don't know what it's like over in the States or the UK. But if you want to drop a few pounds, I don't know. Maybe I think I'm just jealous.
I'm jealous. Yeah.
This is just because I can't do it. I'm taking a moral high ground. Got to stop the Zempi wave. Zempi wave.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, we're going to see more of it.
Yeah,
I mean, like
sure.
Even like Charisse, she looks like she's been on it from the interviews versus from Cherie from Atlanta. Like the interviews to back it up versus what she's been like looks like potentially. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I don't want to point fingers. You know who I do feel sorry for?
Who?
Is the people that like a year and a half ago went and got extreme invasive like weight loss surgery.
Yeah, lap band and stuff like that.
Yeah, went through all of that.
Yeah.
And now you're like, you just got to jab yourself once a month, once a week. You're just like, oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
It cost thousands of dollars and my fucking stomach ripped open.
I couldn't walk for a week. Yeah.
Yeah. I nearly died on the table. And what you're telling me now is there is like
I can literally jab myself once a week.
Just jab yourself once a week. Yeah. I get that. That would be frustrating.
That would be frustrating. I am so borderline with it because I think qualify for Ozempic because I have PCOS and there's like that's like a polycystic ovaries syndrome and it affects my insulin. So Ozempic I think helps. I was taking a medication that like helps your insulin intake, which then also affects your weight regulation, right? Because if you're not using your insulin properly, then you hit more sugary foods and stuff like that because you're looking for energy. So I'm like, I could qualify.
Do it.
Maybe. Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah. I don't feel guilty about it.
No, because that's what I'm saying. Like if that's something medically
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like if that's affecting you, it's different than a housewife wanting to get a bit.
Well, it just would be great because like I was taking like 4 pills a day. And it's like if I can just jab once a week, that would actually be genuinely quite handy.
Mate, we'll track your journey.
Yeah. But also you shit like crazy. The shits you're doing on Ozempic and on these like fucking insulin drugs.
Ones? Is it
no, it's like burning hot dog water.
Oh, there's got to be some side effects to the whole thing. Really,
and
that
I think it
fucks
your liver up. But other than that, you look skinny and hot.
Yeah, mate, do it. I'm on a wellness journey at the moment.
Mm-hmm. How's it going?
It's good. Honestly, the past 5 months for me, it's probably been one of the hardest in my adult life. Mm-hmm. But everything's calmed down now. But I was just eating. I was just like, I can't, I'm in absolute, you know that it's kind of survival mode where your body's just like, there's nothing, I can't even think about doing anything else. And the only thing that's keeping me going with the energy for me was sugar. Yeah. And I was doing like, in all honesty, it was like probably half a block of chocolate a night just to that. And then that fueled the addiction and it got worse and worse. And I'm like 3 weeks without refined sugar. It's not been like I'm trying to be like really kind of like greeny, all of that stuff. It's just like my addiction was just like wild and I could see it on my face.
Yeah.
And right now I think that everyone is in it with the comfortable weight, whether it be bigger or smaller. Right now I'm probably the biggest I've been in a very long time. And it, you know, which I like people, oh no, you know, you should come, you know, like that. You're like, no, it's how I feel within myself. So yeah, it's been about 2.5 weeks and I'm just feeling better about everything.
That's good.
It's just made me feel better about everything. I go to Pilates nearly every day and it's just so good for the mind. You just feel better. And it, you know, it's cheaper than therapy.
It is. I need to get back into it. I'm kind of with you. Had a really fucking rough year. Was in survival mode for a very long time. And I just need to get back to, I'm the same, biggest I've ever been. I don't necessarily feel bad about that. It's more just like I just want to feel confident in my body. And my thing has always been I want to be strong, not thin. But strength, because for me, I think long term as well, strength is good for your bone density and all that stuff.
Oh, it's
same with Pilates is good for like your flexibility and your joint maintenance and all that stuff. So it's like I want to find my, basically for me, it's like I need to tap into the sense of not just surviving, but relishing looking after myself, enjoying
having
looking
fun
after
with
myself.
It. Yeah. You know what? In my Pilates class, always the chicks who absolutely kick my ass and everything are curvy girls, and they look great and they can do it all. Like they have all of the balance. They have everything down. So it's just all about. It's not about size or weight.
Yeah,
if you're comfortable, if that's the way you're built. And that's the size that you like is comfortable for you and that's who you are. But you like strength wise, you are just destroying the thinner girls. Like because you're also like if you're on Pilates and you're doing resistance training and you're also got, you know, another 30 kilos on your body, you're also training with that extra 30 kilos on your body. So your strength is just gonna, from my science I might be wrong there. But I feel like you're doing more work.
Well, I think it's,
and they look great.
Just get that core strong. That's it.
Yeah. So, no, I'm 2 weeks in and I'm tracking my wellness journey.
I'm glad. It sounds positive.
I'm feeling positive. Yeah. I want to get back to.
It's inspiring to me. I'll book myself into a Pilates class.
Do it. Let me know how you feel. Do you want to do reformer or?
I love reformer. I used to be so fucking into the reformer and then I went to this real cool specialist Pilates studio that was like right after the first lockdown and it was like not just reformer but all these other really specialist Pilates machines. Like there's this one that you sit on and it's just on your legs and there's one that looks like a kind of trapeze
the
thing.
Frame stuff. Yeah.
And I loved it. And I loved it because I just understood more about my body.
Yeah. And it slowly builds. Like sometimes I walk like I'm doing this and I'm like, I don't even know if this is doing anything. And then afterwards I'm like, it's like yoga a little bit, you know, where you just like, it's so slow you don't even realize how much work you're doing.
Totally.
And I'm loving it.
It made me really grateful that I have big legs. I used to hate my big legs. Like I used to be like I remember when I was 16, I had a PE teacher and I got out of the pool and he goes, Mr. Anderson, shout out to you, you absolute fucking creepy piece of shit. He goes, you want to be an actress, right? And I was 16 and that's what I wanted to be. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, well, actresses need to have good legs.
No, they don't.
Well, yeah, and they don't. But also, why would you ever say that to one of your students? You weirdo. You fucking weirdo.
Okay. That's not okay.
But since then, I just always were like, I can't show my legs. I don't want to do this. And then as my body has changed as I've gotten older, and I'm like, actually, I love my... First of all, having big thighs is a very Polynesian thing. We have big thighs because...
You're Polynesian. You're a completely different build. Like, do you know what I mean?
Totally. But, like, Polynesians have big thighs because our history is from canoeing across the fucking ocean. And that was where, like, a lot of our energy was stored because we would lose all muscle mass on the top. Yeah. So it's like just things like that. When I learn about that, I'm like, there's a reason that I look like this. And it's not because I'm a bad person or I'm lazy. It's simply genetics.
Yeah. Well, my people, you know, I don't know. I think I have a big tummy because we probably harvested
What's your
potatoes.
People? Who's your people? Irish people.
I'm a long, old Australian on one side, like a long, old colonialized Australian. Sorry, not the real ones. Yeah. Well, I think that's enough for me.
Yeah. That's amazing. All right, well, we'll get into Maggie's what. If you have any questions as to Maggie's personal history, please drop them on the pod. Also, if you like this, we love hearing from you, and like getting your DMs and stuff is so great and makes our day. So please continue doing that on our Instagram at Throwing Drinks Pod. We also have a TikTok that we're still learning how to use. And you can also email us at throwingdrinkspodcast@gmail.com. Maggie, do you have anything you want to point to?
No, but like and rate us on the podcast sites.
Oh, yeah.
As well. Yeah, that's good.
If you leave a review, leave a comment, that makes a huge difference to us.
If you're a Chinese spy that's following me through our new TikTok, ni hao, I don't have anything of use. Sorry.
Yeah.
You've got the wrong gals.
Otherwise, we'll catch you next week.
Bye.
Bye.